We're going to move to Michele Marzola from Italian Angels for Growth. I think it's awesome that we have some European representation here, but I'm really interested in hearing about you, Michele, but then also hearing about maybe how it's different in Europe when you're raising a seed or an angel round.
I think it's pretty much the same. So Italian Angels for Growth comprise 350 high net worth individuals, mainly Italians, but not only Italians, ranging living from Hong Kong to the West Coast, but mainly in Italy, clearly. We are investing on 5 cycles of investment every year with direct investment in life science companies that range from a few $100,000 to $2 million directly. And then it is our job to aggregate the other co-investors in order to reach aggregate value that can go up to 30 million or more. I'm actually following what Paul was describing. I'm investing through my family office, and I'm constantly on both sides of the fence, both raising money for my own companies, as well as giving money together with my co-investors at Italian Angels or the other VCs that normally invest with us. We are active on both therapeutics and medical devices, a lot colder on digital health and diagnostic. So one thing that differs is that I always wonder how anybody can assess an investment proposition out of 5 slides. I think this is a disease that we need to try to cure of the venture capitalist. We cannot have an innovative proposition that can be described in 5 slides, frankly. I never use or rarely use executive summary and teasers. I prefer to have a full presentation that covers all the ground. And yes, they normally end up.
But Michele, do you want to email that full presentation as a cold intro to someone you haven't met before? Is that?
It's I normally send those presentations to people that I meet at the various congresses, such as Bio. So it is not a really cold introduction, but yes, I prefer to deliver the full wealth of knowledge that can enable a correct assessment rather than shooting in the dark with 5 slides that will tell probably only 10% of the story. But this is my attitude. So far it has worked for me, but I can understand why people that are not giving to the various opportunities a complete chance, they may not want to delve into it if it is more than 5 pages, but I don't think it is the right way of dealing with serious investment opportunities.
Thank you. And I do agree with you. I go to the extreme and push the short end of the deck, but I like to hear what all investors need and want. So, hey, Michele, how do you work with U.S. entities? Because most of the folks in this call are in the U.S. Is there any connection there that we can, get you introduced to some of our members and you guys can do some business together?
We have invested in a good deal of American startups, both of Italian founders and with entities that have nothing to do with Italy. So we are open to invest globally. In reality, we have invested only in Europe and in North America so far, and Israel, which for us is part of Europe. I'm actively screening opportunities in the States. We'll actually talk with one of our corporate investors, a friend of us, for an investment in mental health with an American startup, which happens to be run by one of my old pals at Columbia University when we were both doing the MBA. So there are various connections that may work and help pushing deals through.
Well, I've heard that Italians like nice cars. I think we should have a few
Absolutely.
Italian cars in the Garage Collective. Is there any chance we can get you to fly over and visit us in San Diego?
No, I don't think I'm not planned to be there. We've learned through COVID to be as effective digitally as in person. So I keep going in person to the various congresses in Europe. So far, I've not felt the need to be physically either at JP Morgan or at the American Bio. But yeah, I may change
Well,
advice.
hey, we got a yacht club waiting for you in San Francisco if you change your mind for
Right?
JPM, and we'd love to meet you in person. Thank you so much for making yourself available.